You want to know what is high value. You want to know if you are high value. Very simple. The word tells us everything is that to be a high value man, you must have high values. You must provide high value. So, this new sexy phrase that everybody is trying to bring up is there's all of these definitions of high value men. And what I typically hear is if he has money, is if he has muscles, is if he has game. And while maybe 10% of that might be true, the word in and of itself tells us everything about everything, which is if you are going to be a man of high value, or if you think you are a high value, it starts with one word that's called discipline. Number two, that's called value creation. So let's talk about discipline and why a man of high value has to have high values and create high value, which is all rooted in the word called discipline. You are not high value if you're not disciplined with your mind, your body, your soul. So what does it mean to be disciplined in your mind? If you have addictions, you're not high value. If you are not disciplined in the area of women specifically, and you go through game like a kid, like a boy, like a teenager, where you think the value of your manhood is based on how many women you can trick to sleep with you, that's not high value. If you don't understand whose you are and who you can be by way of your faith, you are not of high value, good sir. Because why? The word is discipline. If what you do is illegal and illicit, you are not of high value. Why? Because you don't have high values. You don't create value. When you look at the state of the world that we live in, the good book told us that we would reach a generation where people would choose to believe fables. What is a fable? A fable is something that is not even remotely true, but through the unfortunate reality of modern society, we are tricked into believing that a lie is the truth. We've reached a point so much so where majority of men are not of value, or let alone high value. If you a grown man chasing women, that's a low value activity. If you a man who ain't in his purpose, that's a low value activity. If it's all about, how you can flex and how you can, promote your own vanity on social media as a man, you are not of high value. If you a doughboy as a man, you're not of high value. If you a scammer as a man, you're not of high value. If you're addicted to things, you're not of high value. If you a grown man and you're participating in OnlyFans, you're not of high value. Why? Because you don't have the discipline. You don't demonstrate value for yourself, let alone you don't create value for others. And so as a man, please, we all have got to make a conscious decision that it ain't about my money. It ain't about my looks. It ain't about my muscles. It ain't about my game. It is, what can I do for others? How can I be a blessing to others? So if you are a man who knows his purpose and you're working towards it every day, you are successful. You are of high value. Why? Because your values are demonstrated through the discipline to which you live life. Your value is demonstrated based on the sole value that you create for others, which is that you give more than what you expect. That, good sir, is a high value man. That is what we should all aspire to. That is what we should motivate each other, mindset to elevate towards. Because as Winston Churchill said, evil prevails when good men do nothing. I'll say it again. Evil prevails when good men do nothing. Kings, for us to not call a spade means we lying to ourselves and others. To be a good-natured man who is doing good on a day-to-day basis or doing your level best to try and to work towards those things, you deserve to be celebrated. We're not going to allow the lie that is more entertaining to circumvent the truth of what the reality is, which is that by living in my values, by living in high value, and by creating high value for others, that is not rooted in self-centeredness or selfishness, that is the man who is of high value. And in saying that, as the founder of Developer Nation, we want to create high value for you, where we will not only educate you, but we will equip you to do small and large scale real estate developments. Once we determine that your project is viable and feasible, we will bring the project in front of our capital partners, ranging from family offices to high net worth individuals, private equity, hedge fund, wherein we will partner with you not only to get it developed and financed, but to help you rinse and repeat those same or similar projects to help build wealth for your children's children. And how do we best do that? We do that through the community that is Developer Nation. We do that through Developer Nation, understanding that group economics is how we all strive and thrive the most. Link in the bio. As always, please like, comment, subscribe. And as I always like to say, all things work together for the good of those that love God and are called according to his purpose. I will see you in the next episode.